What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedi Patrol back. Another video. I teased this video last week, but honestly, the other things have been going on, and today I want to talk about this. This is going to be the Walking Dead figures from InArt being announced. And yes, there is a discount, and yes, there is free shipping if you do two things, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So let's get into this. Now, let me be 100% upfront with you guys. I have never, ever seen The Walking Dead. So I have no idea what accessories they should have. I have obviously seen the characters, I've seen posters and commercials and whatever else. And so I think we can judge a likeness if it's good, bad, or different, whatever. But as far as the accessories go, I have no flipping idea. Zombies aren't really my thing. But I do appreciate a good 1/6 scale figure when I see one. I have others in my collection that I didn't think I'd have, and they're here. So who the heck knows? Maybe one day, before these are actually released, maybe I'll watch some of The Walking Dead. I don't know. Some of you out there can tell me in the comment section whether or not that's a good idea or a bad idea in the comment section down below. All right, let's get into the photos and talk about it. Now, first thing, they announced these on September 7th. We've seen prototypes of these figures in other events in the past, so this is not like a shocker that these were coming out. This is just finally, right? So they're doing two figures. They're doing Rick Grimes and they're doing Negan, and I think they're probably the most seen outfits, looks, I guess, if you will, accessories, I guess, at least for Negan, he kind of looks like I thought he would look, and I don't think there's any shocks here. Obviously, the show went on for many seasons, and they had different looks throughout. So, but let's get into this. Let's take a look first at this first one, and we got rooted hair, and we have a sculpted beard. I think the likeness looks pretty good. I don't have any issues with it. I love the furrowed brow, and he's got like this piercing look going on. Obviously, you're going to have movable eyes. That's definitely going to be a thing. Tailoring is going to be on point, as we'll see here in just a little bit with the photos. But I honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I do wish some of these figures we have like the wide eye look on some 1/6 scale figures. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm thinking recently with my Hot Toys Han Solo that I just got a couple weeks ago. The Anakin, the Clone Wars, or the Ahsoka Anakin has like these really wide-eyed look. I prefer more of a gaze, I guess, if you will, more of a slight squint, if you will. And I think these, they're just more expressive. I think they're a little bit more lifelike versus toy-like. So I think they nailed it on that one, honestly. And then we got this one again, not wide-eyed, definitely looking down, definitely got a squint going on, looking awesome. So I think those two together are going to look pretty good. So this figure, like the outfit and the look of it, reminds me of like the Nathan Drake figure I reviewed maybe a couple months back, which is a freaking awesome figure. Had bloody hands, switch outs, all kinds of different things. But it kind of reminds me of that look. The tailoring on this one is good. I mean, the boots, the jeans going down, covering up the boots, that's solid. The holsters look great. The forearms look sculpted well. I mean, the tailoring looks on point, in my opinion. And then you got this look, and I know, I think most of you guys out there wanted this look for Negan. And you want the leather jacket. You want the baseball bat with the barbed wire. I mean, these are just iconic things. If you've ever been to any Comic-Con, toy show, whatever, you see people cosplay as one of these two guys all the time. So there's that. Now, usually the bats are foam because they don't let you take a real bat with barbed wire into a con, but that's a whole nother thing. But I think this looks pretty good. Slender, tall, boots look great. Again, we've got kind of a basic look here. We got a watch covering up the wrist peg. I dig that. Kind of dig that. I got the AK going on there. Ice Cube. I mean, if he had a good day, he didn't even have to break out the AK. Just saying. Rick Grimes has the AK. But anyways, I think this looks pretty good. Now, the collar, like kind of flipping up like that, that's kind of, I don't like that. Let me back up this one. Like, it's kind of flying. Like the collar's flying there. I wonder if like some magnets can hold that down. Or maybe somebody out there in a Walking Dead land can say, hey, look, that's just how it looked on the show. That might be a thing. But for me, like if I was wearing that, that would drive me nuts. That would be a thing that I would go, let's fix that. So maybe it's a thing, maybe it's not. I don't know. It's got torn jeans. That's pretty cool. A little bit of a diorama base, if any. Like Negan looks really tall and slender, man. And then here's this base. So we've got a slight little railing thing going on there. That's all right. I think just the general appearance of these two figures is on point, honestly. So I would imagine that's a real leather jacket, not a pleather jacket. Don't quote me on that just yet, but we'll get there. The base, I think, is good. Like, we got the Harry Potter figures, and they have those ginormous diorama bases. Don't get me wrong, they're freaking awesome. But they take up a lot of space, just like with the Joker figures, the Heath Ledger Joker set. Those diorama bases are huge. The Joaquin Phoenix Joker set, that diorama base, they're just freaking huge. So these are way more simple, and that might be what more people want and might not. You guys can let me know. I don't have a preference in this particular line because I wouldn't know anyways, but I think the base is kind of cool. It doesn't have their name on it or anything. It just says it will have it on the bottom, what most of them have. But it has, like, you know, a lot of people going on, which is kind of cool. I dig this. Good look. The belt. I'm not seeing like a figure that I got to put together when it arrives. I mean, add the head sculpt on there, add a couple accessories were good, but it's not like their Batman figure we had to like assemble and all that kind of thing. So, and then that Legolas, which I just reviewed. If you haven't seen that video, go check out that Legolas unboxing review. It just came out last week, I think, depending on when you're watching this. But I think this looks great, guys. Like, I mean, solid look, the hands here, the solid forearm hand. We saw that with other figures, Jokers and whatnot. So I'm wondering if the one with the watch is completely solid, or if there is a wrist peg there. I don't know yet. But I love the real. That's a good looking photo, guys. Dang. That's a good looking photo. See what I mean about the expression on the eyes? Like, if it's just a slight squint, it just gives way much to it. He's got a really furrowed brow. I mean, wide-eyed, doughy-eyed look. This just looks doll-like. I don't like that. So I think this looks pretty good. I dig it. I'm okay with the sculpted beard and the rooted hair. That combo, I think it's fine. I definitely don't want to deal with a rooted beard. Not yet. I haven't seen one of those done well. If you think back, like, to the 80s, like G.I. Joe, the 70s and 80s G.I. Joe, like the 12-inch figures with the rooted, it was flocked. That's what it was. Flocked beards. Those things look god awful. So we definitely don't need that. So we got a bunch of accessories here. Belt looks good. Boots look solid. That's some good looking boots right there. And then we've got the base. I dig it. Got a hatchet. We got a walkie-talkie. We got a revolver. All this looks good. Oh, there we go. So there's the answer to the hands. All switch out arms. I'm okay with that. Sometimes those wrist pegs are a pain to change anyways, and so having the forearm switch out is good. Now, the one thing I will tell you, when you're switching out, let me back up a couple photos. Switching out forearms, in art, hear me out on this. The fabric around the elbow, would love for that to be elastic to make it easier to switch out that forearm. If that area where there's like some elasticity to that material, oh man, that would be so much easier. Because if it's super tight, like it looks form fitted here, if it's super tight, it's just exponentially more difficult to change out stuff like that. So I'm hoping there's a little bit of give, maybe a little bit of elasticity on there. That would be nice to help change it out. But it doesn't come with a whole lot. If there's some accessories that you thought he should come with that he doesn't, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll pass that along to InArt. And then we've got, obviously, Negan. Of the two, the likeness on Rick Grimes probably looks a little better than Negan. I don't know. This looks pretty good. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. The expression is pretty cool. Got this like slight smirk. I dig that. The jacket looks good. The tailoring obviously looks good. How mobile is this guy going to be in a full leather jacket? Don't know. But regardless, you can zip it up. You can unzip it. I hate 6-scale zippers. Cannot stand them. I mean, they just scare me. They're going to break or stick, or then that's a whole nother thing. So we'll figure that out when it actually arrives. But this is, I think they nailed the likeness. I think it looks pretty good. Again, I don't know what accessories it should have. The bat is one I recognize. But, yeah. Some of the angles look better than others. Yeah, some nails. Oh, love that. That's pretty cool. So, I don't know. Now, there is some other in-art news. So there's the base you got there. It's got the little rail system going on there. He's got a belt. I guess we have to attach the belt for the holster, I guess. I guess we have to do that. Couple gloves. Now, he comes with switch-out hands instead of switch-out forearms. That's fine. And he's got like a bloodied up scarf instead of a clean one. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. There is some in-art news. Just saying that there may be a release coming out shortly. Maybe another one, maybe not. I don't know. Just, don't take my word for it. But I did tell you, for these figures, for those who want these figures, there is an exclusive offer. There's that. There's a link in the description of this video, and I'll make it a pinned comment. If you click on that link, you will support the channel, because that's cool. But you get a 3% discount on either figure, or both figures, or whatever. When you buy both, you do get free shipping. So that's pretty good. Free shipping, it's pretty good if you get both. Now, I imagine if somebody's going to get one, they're going to get the other because you're into The Walking Dead. That's the thing. So if you're planning on buying this anyways, click on the link in the description below. It'll automatically apply 3% discount when you add them to your cart. You don't have to do anything else. And when you do that, all your wildest dreams will come true. And, the clouds will open up and the sun will come out and it'll be beautiful. So that's what happens if you click that link. So let me know your thoughts on these guys. Are you going to be picking these up or you're not? Which figure do you think will be releasing next from InArt? And I don't mean announced, I mean released. Which one is it do you think is going to be released? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, click what you like. See you next time.